Hey guys, welcome back. You can probably see the shawl that I am making. It is Anya's. Her name is Ophelia. I think is how you say it. Ophelia Talks. Anyway, she does crochet, and this is the Victorian style shawl that I'm working on. I know I said in a previous video um how many increases I did. I think I did 5, 6 of them. But yeah, make sure you watch her video. And I think you'll really like the shawl. If you want something that's more hanging down in the front and not so big in the back, like where it's like massive, because I like shorter back side. Well, okay, first of all, I'm 5 foot, but I'm like 200 something pounds, and that's right now because I'm pregnant. But I'm like 208 personal, I know. But I like to be able to wrap a shawl around me and tie it in the back, because or like be able to tuck it into my pants. And yeah, so I don't want to have to carry like pins with me, and like the shawl pins and clips and all the things. Like I want something I can just be good and on my way. So I am working on this one. I know it's peanut butter and jelly, PB&J colors. Let me move. It's getting so big. This is what I have left. I use Sienna and Mulberry. Um, Now she used 400 grams of yarn. Hers is DK weight 3. And I think she is like under a 5mm hook. I'm using a 4 weight, and I'm using a 7mm hook. And I know I'm bigger than her, so you just have to do it and gauge it. And then if you feel like you need to do more increases, like another row of increases, go ahead and go for it. I'm not buying more yarn of this yet until after baby's here, so yay. um but each row is starting to take a little bit while to get to the ends. So I'm just gonna keep going until I run out. Hopefully, here's my thing. I know I'm not gonna finish this in this video clip. I'm not gonna finish it per se, but I am gonna work on it. And then when I do get to the end of this sienna color, this peanut butter color, I will try to wrap it around me and tie it. If I could tie it while I'm pregnant, I know for a fact I could tie it when I'm not pregnant. I'm still feeling sick. I already uploaded a video. The video that you all are probably going to see will probably be after my birthday. Thursday. Today's the 24th. This is the first day of school. You guys will be seeing this at a different date. So I'm already uploading the first part of, well, it's not the first time y'all seen this shawl, but it's, y'all know what I'm saying. I got videos that are pre-recorded that are set to be a post, and then I'm filling in other videos because baby girl will be here in a couple of weeks. Trying to get some videos out there ahead of time. Yeah, and I'm getting to that point. Like today, it's not pregnancy related. I don't know if I caught Daniel's stomach bug. I don't know if I don't know if it's the meds for my stomach ulcer. I don't know, I don't know if it's because I took a stool softener, not knowing that's what that medication would do, is, because I take stool softener anyways, because that's what I'm told to do. I don't know. I don't know. But I am managing. The house needs to be decluttered and downsized, but I am not feeling it today. I feel awful. As of rearranging, going through things, downsizing, I think I'm just gonna pick a day of the week and do each room accordingly to how I see fit and what I can handle. Joking. But yeah, I'm currently listening to Outlander on Hoopla. I was gonna listen to it on Libby, but Libby I would have to wait until the 9th and then I'd forget about it. So I got the unabridged version through Hoopla, the library, one of the library apps. And the unabridged is like 32 hours long. And you get the book for 21 days, I think. So if my calculations are correct, well, I'm not going to spend a whole 8 hours listening to a video or listening to a book every day. But I'm going to listen to it for a couple hours. So I should be getting that done before it needs to be returned. But I know I said this in a previous video. The thumbnails will probably look the same just because I kind of want to keep them in a series almost. But I went to go watch the Outlander. This is 2026. Outlander's been out for a while. I didn't know it existed until like the beginning of this year. So yeah, I'm behind times. So I was told you could watch it on Prime for free. No. You get the first video. You get the first episode of the first season for free. And then you have to go subscribe to like a whole nother streaming service. And I'm like, I don't want to do that right now. So I got the book for free. I'm renting the book for free, the audiobook. And the reason why I chose the audiobook is because as I love to read, I love to sit down and read, but I also like to listen to it as entertainment. To me, it's like a radio back in the day, and how they'd have the radios and they'd have the people acting out stuff, and they had people doing the noise for the TV programming show, and I love it. So listening to an audiobook is like that. You get to use your imagination just like you do with reading, but you can do other things. So I could sit here and work on projects. I can crochet. I can I want to get back into knitting. I also just picked up Tunisian crochet hooks. I have tried 2 different things. I scratched that project. I know I can do it. It's just it's such a pain, especially with increasing. So I think I'm gonna learn it. I want to do it. I just don't think the Lord wanted me to learn it at that time. I don't know. But anyways, kids are back at school. Today was their first day. Dropped them off. I pooped myself in the car. I don't know. I know, TMI. So I'm sitting here, like, kind of quarantining myself. I do have to get something to eat. Yeah, that's fun. All on its own. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, just until, like, I guess my stomach starts to mess up. I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, so if I abruptly end this video clip, that is why. I don't, like I said, I don't know if it's the meds I'm on. Well, I said this in the other video. I don't know if I said it here. I don't know if it's the meds that I'm on for my stomach ulcer, or, they believe I have stomach ulcer. They're treating me as if I have a stomach ulcer because I have all the signs and symptoms of a stomach ulcer. And a reason to believe, because of how my pregnancy's been, I probably have a stomach ulcer. So they're treating me for that and GERDs. Anyways. Plus, I don't have a gallbladder. I have IBS. And then Daniel was just sick over the weekend, so I don't know if I caught what he had, or if it's a combination of everything, or what it may be. But I will say, I have finally been able to eat again. now that I'm on the meds for the whole stomach ulcer thing. So, yeah, I go see my doctor again on the 4th, and yeah, I'm basically at this point where my appointments are every other week. But there was something about how, hold on. I have my phone company calling me. Like, okay, hold on. So every appointment now, I have to get an ultrasound done just to check on her and everything to make sure she's fine. She's growing, but they want to make sure she's fine. You know, with everything, all things considered. Especially with all the signs and the symptoms that I've had. Like, my feet have like swollen, but they're not like swollen. You know, like just a little bit, but not by like major concern. And yeah, so no high blood pressure, but everything else leads to preeclampsia. So I'm just like in that loop. I gotta get that blood work done. Hopefully, I'll do that tomorrow or Wednesday when Dan. Think about doing it Wednesday when Daniel's off work so that he can drive. And then if anything was to happen where I physically wouldn't be able to drive back, he could drive. Yeah, so I'm at this point. This pregnancy has humbled me. And I don't like it. The Lord is humbling me, okay? I am the driver. Daniel's not the driver. Like, he'll drive to and from work and different things, but like, I love to drive. Driving is one of my favorite things to do. I'm the driver. Like, I will be the one that drives us on vacation spots, long distance family trips, you know, like going to see family. I am the driver. I don't mind it because he could chase after the kids where I can't, you know, so it's fine. It's great. It's fine. But like this pregnancy, he has to be the driver. I will drive very short distances, but like he's the driver. I have driving anxiety because like I'm either sick, I feel like I'll start to see like spots sometimes. I'll get like a really bad migraine. Um, like I have to snack when I'm driving, and I have this like fear that I'm gonna choke while being behind the wheel because like the acid reflux in my body and everything. It's like this whole thing, right? Whole thing. And it scares me and I start to panic. Not like I have a full blown panic attack, but it's just like, you know, especially when you have kids in the car and you don't want to die type of situation. Yeah, so Daniel's been the driver. So it's been humbling. And there's just times where like I'll feel okay getting somewhere and then like I do like the slightest little bit and I'm like for example, last week before, so not this past Friday, but the Friday before, I had to go do my glucose test because I was so physically ill I couldn't do it in the time frame that I needed to do it. I'm talking about like I was ill. And we get there and I was feeling for me to go and do it again, like I felt somewhat decently okay. And then I started the glucose test and I almost passed out. Like I was major heartburn. My stomach was hurting. Upper half of my stomach was crampy and the bottom half of my stomach was cramping. I was like starting to see stars. I was like dizzy. I was turning pale. Like all these things, right? And this is what's been going on. So I did the glucose test. Everything came back fine. I should have had them check my blood pressure, but I just wasn't thinking. And we go to leave. And I still didn't feel great. And like when you come out the door, we were parked in handicap because I have handicap placard spot, like card. So it wasn't far, but I was like, I told him, I was like, you go ahead and get the car and just pull it around. And so like he went to go to the car and he waited for me to come outside to pull the car over. So I sat down on the bench outside. I think I sat. I feel like I sat down. I genuinely like I'm like 95% sure I sat down. But like once when I was outside, it was a blur of what officially happened. But I remember like him pulling up and I got in the car. And then I told him I was like, I need ice water and french fries. So we went to Wendy's, which is like right down the street. And I got some chicken nuggets, I got some fries, and I got an ice water. As we're in the drive-thru, I threw up. Like, I opened up the door, I threw up. And then, like, immediately I was able to eat fries and everything. So I don't, and then I felt fine. I felt fine. So I don't know. I know it's a TMI, but I will say, out of all of my pregnancies, this one has been the worst. This is baby number 4. Now, I've had miscarriages. Before my oldest, I didn't really know I was pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant until I was having a miscarriage. That's the crazy part. Um, I just didn't. My oldest, I had morning sickness, but it was like there was nausea and a little bit of vomiting, but like it wasn't crazy. And the doctor put me on diclesius, I think. I think. But I think it was like week 11 or 12. Like it didn't pick up until like really late. And I was on that for maybe like a week or two, and then I was completely fine the rest of my pregnancy. Um, my daughter, I thought I had the flu with her. I was sick. And then I thought I had the flu. That's why I found out I was pregnant with her. Didn't have the flu. I was pregnant. And I was sick with her not long. I remember eating Flamin' Hots. And then we had to pull over on the side of the road, and I threw up, and I threw up Flamin' Hots, and I threw up blood. So, henceforth, part of the reason why I got meds this time, too, because I did have a stomach ulcer with her in the first trimester. So, they were like, it can reoccur. But yeah, and then, like, hers was worse than my oldest. I would, like, throw up and things, but it wasn't, like, crazy. It was just mostly, like, smells, and, like, it wasn't just, you're ill. Like, this is, like, certain smells triggered me, certain things, things like that. Not eating, yeah, you see what I'm saying? My youngest, I don't remember having first trimester morning sickness. I really don't. I might have. It was, like, very rare. And then I remember, like, car rides made me sick. Like, I would throw up. Going out to eat, I'd eat a very little bit, and then I get sick. But yeah, like, I just remember being really tired with him, but, like, that's it. Like, I was tired, but I wasn't, like, exhausted. This one, I have been so ill, so sick, so tired, so nauseous. Like, I thought my palate was, I had a picky palate with my youngest, but then, like, he's really picky, so, like, that literally, like, I'm not a picky person at all, but I was picky during pregnancy with him, and it showed because of his, like, low personality. But he's getting better at, like, foods. This one, I'm not as picky, but man, I don't know. I'm already a disabled mother. Like, I have muscular dystrophy. So, but like I don't let it affect like raising my kids and stuff like that. But this one, my goodness, it's just taking a disabled person and just like making it worse. It's fine. It's just the season. She'll be here, and then she'll be loved and held and carried and all the things and all the things. Guys, I'm getting to the end. Getting to the end. So I don't know if I'm going to do another video of working on this one. I really want to. Maybe not like just continuously doing a bunch of videos working on this because I'll kind of get repetitive. But I might do a short where I try it on and tie it. Now, mind you, I am pregnant, so I'm trying to make this where it'll fit after I have her. So y'all get to bear with me. If I need to buy more yarn, I will buy more yarn. It's totally fine. I know that this is the color Wave Sienna, and I know that the other one's Mulberry. So, we'll see. I don't think I will. I know I have more Mulberry over here. But like, I was working on a triangle shawl, and I was working on a triangle shawl, and I loved it, and I was making the I will make triangle shawls where they're even, you know, like how you're supposed to do it. But sometimes I'll take what's supposed to be up here and decrease the stitch count and put it down here at the bottom, so it's more of like this. Anyways, I took Anya's pattern and it inspired me to kind of do something. And I will show it to you all. So I just chained. Okay, first of all, I really like the 3/4 crescent shawl. 3/4 circular crescent shawl, and it's like you can do 8 pies, you can do 9. I do 9. And it just hangs really nicely and love it. Here is that shawl that I was working on, and I think, where am I pulling from this line? Let me see. Let's see, chain 3, 2 down here, 2 in the middle. So this was basically like a regular standard size shawl. No, kind of. There's more down here than there is at the top. So like if you could see, like it V's. See how it like swoops? Okay. This one I started with, I did, oh, I know I did. Okay. So if I'm looking at this correctly, I would end with 2 and then a double crochet, which would be 3. And then when it came up, I chained 3 and went 2. So I was technically doing increases of 6, and then I did like 5. Anyways, I really liked that pattern, but then like I was finding that the back was becoming too far. And honestly, I forgot I started making this one. And I started this one. And this one, let me just pull it to the middle. If you can see, now see, Anya started with like technically 29 before hers, and hers is a U shape, right? And is it Anya? Anya? I think it's Anya. I'm so bad with names, but like you see how like it swoops down, and the back is more like it's not as long at the tip. Anyways, so what I did was I chained, I think I chained like 34. I just chained 34 and 30. Yeah, I think I did 34, and then 34 plus 4. So it was, yeah, 34 plus 4, because that 4 is a double crochet chain 1. And then I put 3 double crochets in the first stitch, and then I did a single crochet, or I did a double crochet in every stitch all the way around, 3 double crochets in the last stitch, chain 1, double crochet. And then I did double crochet, well no, I did chain 4, and then in that first same stitch I did chain 3. And then what I did was I just found the middle point, and then I did 2 double crochets, chain, I started with chain 1, then I did chain 2, and then 2 double crochets in that point, and then I went back, 1 double crochet in each stitch. Very last stitch I did 3 double crochets, chain 1, double crochet, and that's what I did. And then I switched it up, as you guys can see. I switched it up, and then I started doing granny clusters. So the ends will always have a 3 double crochets, chain 1, a double crochet, or coming back, chain 4, 3 double crochets. And then in the middle up here it has, you know, like a regular standard corner, so 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. However, what it's doing is it's making these, by chaining a bigger chain in the middle, it made the wingspan a whole lot longer compared to the back. So if I was to do one, you could technically do, I'm drawing a blank. Hold on. So what you like, for example, if I was to do another one of these, know if you need how many multiples of what. Like I think a double, I'm drawing a blank. But like if you were doing granny squares, you would want to do multiples of 3 plus 2, or multiples of 3 plus 3, or 4 plus 4. So you can have that like corner, and you know, like, anyways, because then you have to have a point, you know, like you have to have an even amount on each side for you to do your point, your center point. Or like you could do, say you don't need a stitch count, multiple, whatever. I would do an even amount of stitches, and I would do like 50 plus 3, because then like your plus 3 is your like turning chain, whatever. So then you can have like your plus 3, and then you can do like your 50, and then your 3, and then come back up, and then you can do like a stitch in each one, middle, you know, like your middle would be 25. It's like you'd have 25 on each side, so it's a lot longer than like trying to get the 25 starting here. When you have like, when you're doing the triangle, you technically start out with like 2 or 3 on each side. You're starting with 25 on each side. That makes sense. So I really like this. I might do like a scrappy one. I don't know. I don't know. I like how like long this is, and when I put it on, it's already, bear with me. I don't want to get wrapped up or lose that loop. Okay, so when you put it on, I'm not done with it, and it's, the like yarn is, the like ends and stuff are like wrapping around each other. Anyways, I can already take this and I can start to cross it, and it's taken me way less time, but I can already bring it to the sides of my stomach, so I don't have much farther to go. And I think I could probably finish it with this, possibly. But the back, where's my tip? The tip is like right, well, I have it anyway. If all the ends were weaved in, it wouldn't be that bad. But the back is like center point on my, like right underneath my shoulder blades, middle of my back. So yeah, you can chain however many you want. If I was doing this with the amount of rows that I had, I would be nowhere near as long as what I need to do with a regular triangle shawl. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and a little tidbit fun on how to do this. I like being able to not have to keep up with the pattern. I like to be able to not have to count. You know, like, I like doing stuff like that. And, you know, it's all about crochet, is all knitting, crochet, all of it. It's all about just mindless, you know. There's things where you have to, like, count stitches and stuff like that, but I like to just go, hey, I'm going to try this, see if it works. And if it works, great. And then you just take it and you go with it. Right? So, yeah, next time I think I'll probably chain, like, 50 or 60. Like, if I do 60, halfway point would be, like, 30. You know? You could technically do, like, 30 stitches. Or, like, say, do whatever many you want. But, like, you could technically probably do, like, say, 30 stitches. Smaller scale, right? 30 stitches. Do a double crochet. Second, you know, like, second chain from the hook. Maybe, no, let me think. Maybe do, like, 32 stitches. And then, you know, go to third chain from the hook. And then do, because you want that turning chain, right? So, then do your 30 stitches across, chain 2, and then do a stitch in each one. And mark your, your number 15. And then go back. And then from there, you could do, like, 2 at the end or 3 at the end, you know, and then, like, your, you know, go up, however y'all want to do it, right? Like, just make sure you have the same amount of stitches on each side, it's not thrown off and things like that, but have fun with it. Alright, I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!